Oh, sorry, didn't have the microphone on. God damn it. Always do that. No, you don't work tonight. You can now. Yeah, you don't work. No work for you, dog. I gotta go though. I still gotta go. It's 3:30. Cool. Drop the music. All right, here's what we're gonna go over. Ready? Ready for some Chris Tyson allegations? Me too. All right, everybody. We're gonna start this the normal way. We're gonna turn on our hidden window so you can see what I'm reading. Actually, you know what? You probably can't even see what I'm reading anyway, but we'll just leave it on the screen for prosperity's sake. Right there in the corner. All right, you can see this is what I'm reading from. Very good. Very good, very clean, very nice, bigly. I know the robocall is always confusing. I don't even know. I never even know if I work every time it sends it out. I'm like, extremely confusing. Okay. So, the Chris Tyson allegations. Shall we set the stage? Person named Moonskinna is not the original person called Lava GS that, like the original allegation against Chris Tyson. MrBEAST friends. We all know Chris Tyson is the, You saw Wesley at the bar last night? No way. What bar? Dude, did you tell him thank you for telling us about the thing? About how that we work with a certified lover boy? What? My wife said don't say that on stream. She's afraid. She's afraid he's watching. He already knows. What is he going to do? Sorry that you legally got caught and put on the paper so everyone's supposed to see. What, are you going to kill us? Which sounds like, yeah, he would do that. Or at least he would say he would do that. At least he would say that if you were a minor he was talking to. So he might have just been trying to be cool. Boomers, I know. Fucking boomer pedos. But anyway, we'll talk about that later once we're sure that guy's gonna kill us. Anybody watching this VOD later, any of my thousands of followers that are gonna watch this VOD later are gonna be so confused by this cryptic speech. But that's okay. All right. He was told by someone else. Who told him? He looked pissed when I told him everything. I know, bro. Okay, good. I was going to say, he didn't know all that shit, did he? Because if he knew all that shit and didn't tell us, I was like, bro, why would you let us even talk to him? I thought he was totally lying. Yeah, dude, tell him, like, if anybody is, like, confused about that story, just send him that fucking story you sent me because, dude, that's nuts. I don't even think we're, like, overblowing it or just bored. That's just scary. That's just scary. Maybe in the future I'll be able to talk about this on stream. It's actually similar to the story we're about... No, it's not similar to the story we're about to talk today. It's got elements of what we're going to talk about today. The story of MrBEAST's friend Chris Tyson and these new allegations is similar, but doesn't have all the same elements of what we're talking about, right? So, that's scary. So we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to talk about this. See up here in the top left of the screen? This is the twit longer, or whatever you call it, the long Twitter scroll thing of the allegations by this person, Moonskinna. We're going to call him Moon. Moonskinna, I believe, is a male to female transgender person. I think that goes by she, her, they. You know how it works. It goes by the girl pronouns. So we're going to get the whole story from this twit longer. But to set the stage, this was like a person that was transitioning. Chris Tyson found their transitioning posts on X or Instagram, whatever. and messaged him and said, hey, that's really cool. I think I can get you in a MrBEAST video. But I think it explains all that. But I just want to set the scene just in case. Random person gets messaged by Chris Tyson, who is already famous for the MrBEAST thing. We set the stage, ready, and begin. All right. The beginning of these allegations start with... Oh gosh, I just did something bad. Fuck. I didn't want that to be huge again. No. We're working... Okay, we're working with... Okay, we're good again. All right, here it goes. I was sexually assaulted by Ava Tyson, and here is my story. Oh my gosh. All right, it came out the gate hot. I didn't mean to go huh, at that. Sometimes I laugh at serious things. But this is serious. I was sexually assaulted by Ava Tyson, and here's my story. For context, Ava and I are both adults and met each other as adults. So that's good. Context, both already adults. So already differs from the Lava GS situation. But we will soon see that this person was quite vulnerable in their own right. Not a child, but quite vulnerable in their own right. All right. Ava followed me on Twitter in November of 2022. This is recent. After seeing my transition timeline on Twitter when I had under 500 followers. So this is a small creator or a small internet user being contacted by a bigly internet user. So obviously there's a power imbalance. Let's see. Oh, and here is the screenshot. I'm in MrBEAST videos sometimes is the Chris thing. Oh, still went by Chris at this time, so hasn't transitioned herself. Ava Chris Tyson was still Chris Tyson, a he at the time. Uh-oh, we got an alarm. This is serious stuff. Okay. Hey, you are too. Thanks so... Oh, wait. Let's see. You're a fucking inspiration, and you rock. Oh, so let's see. This person might have sent the message first to Chris. Interesting. I followed. Okay, just followed. Okay. Follow me on Twitter. And then that's when this person, Moon, sent a message. Hey, you are too. Thank you so much. Also, you look incredible. How long have you been in HRT? Since like February. Smile, smile, smile. Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. This isn't a digitally altered photo. This is Android's high contrast mode. This mode will make text on blue have 8 outlines. So these are the screenshots that look... Oh. Okay, that's an explanation, actually. That explains why these screenshots look weird. Oh, okay, why they look edited here is because there's a contrast mode on an Android device. This is an explanation. Ooh, more context. We love it. Oh, look what we got now, everybody. Horny Devils with the 100 bits. Woo! Yay! Yay! Yeah! Sending bits to somebody online is like internet panhandling. What do we think of that, class?
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Yep, you're an idiot for sending people on the money on the internet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we're going back onto this. We're only reporting the truth. This is only the truth. This is on Twitter, so we might get banned. We'll see. So, okay, that explains why this message, see, since like February, thank you so much. All right, so nice, very normal interaction, you know, setting the stage for great relationship, or is it? All right, so this is going to get crazy. And it's going to sound fake at the beginning parts. This beginning parts, it's going to sound fake. All right, Finster said, did you find this helpful? Okay, I need more. Okay, here we go. Wait, no! No, where's the rest of the... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's more of the thread, I believe. Or wait, is this... No, we want this. Retake it. Okay, dude, it's so hard to use X if you don't use it a lot. Damn, this fucking sucks. All right, this... Oh, my God. Somebody putting offensive stuff. We're not going to read that. If anything bad comes up on Twitter, don't ban me. I'm sorry. Moonskin. Mild relapses are all fake and made up. Go fuck yourself, 18 plus. Okay, this is Moonskin. We're not going to go. I read this and I'm very confused. You blew up a famous person because you wanted connections that might make you famous or give you a super sought after job and they didn't put you in a video or give you any of that, so you were assaulted? All right, that's an interesting take, but we're not to that yet. All right, here we go. I think we're back to it. All right, yes. All right, here we go. We're back to the storyline. We started messaging each other every day through Twitter. She confided in me that she thought my results from HRT were amazing and that she was planning on getting on HRT soon to transition herself. As someone who follows online culture, content, and streaming, I was overwhelmed. Man, we can see why. All right. My emotions with being trusted with this secret and Okay, yeah, I see. My emotions with being trusted with this secret and this secret of information that I knew would be huge news. As a transgender woman who publicly transitioned a month earlier, I genuinely could not believe something so amazing had happened in my life after I had been through so much. So this person is excited to be trusted with the information that Chris Tyson is going to become Ava Chris Tyson, male to female transfer. Realm transfer, World of Warcraft style, baby. No, it's character transfer. Or wait, no. That's class change. Class change, character change. Cool. Sweet. Now, eventually, we talked about me potentially working for MrBEAST, and she told me that she was sure she could get me in a video. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Making these promises. Oh no! This person, Musa Fixer, they removed Chris's meal from MrBEAST Burgers. Chris's kitty dog. Oh, the chat is winning. The chat is winning. Yay. I knew that telling a story on stream would be interesting. We got Musa Fixer in the chat with the jokes. They removed it. MrBEAST Burger no longer has Chris's kitty dog. The Chris kitty dog removed from MrBEAST Burger completely. Everybody's okay. Cancel the hot dog. Cancel the kitty hot dog. It was a bad idea to begin with. I knew that there was something. The advertising was missing the mark anyway with the kitty dog. Anyway, all right. So thank you, Miss Fixer, for the good joke. Solid joke. Oh, we got 3 viewers. This is working, guys. Yay, everybody loves a good story. We're going over Moon's Kinna. All right, continue. Okay. Here we are. Eventually, we talked about me potentially working for MrBEAST, and she told me she was sure she could get me in a video. I think that's where we're at. See, that's quite a claim there. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. Can we zoom in on this bad boy? Oh, my God. Zoom in. Zoom. All right, I'm gonna have to get my face really close up to read this. Also, just gonna throw. Oh my God, this is Chris throwing this out there unprompted. Okay, we don't have the full Metches thing, but this almost seems unprompted. Like, oh yeah, just an afterthought after we talked about all this, how cool you are. I just want to throw this out there. It's like, dude, it's a hook line. It's a bait. It's bait to get them hooked on you. Also, just gonna throw this out there. Please let me know if you guys ever are. Okay, no. Sorry, this was Moon to Chris. This was her to him because Chris was still a he then. Also, just going to throw this out there. Please let me know if you guys are ever hiring for any type of work. I used to work as a floor manager at the #1 comedy club in Boston, so I'm comfortable around famous people / celebrities. We're going to see later that this is not true. I've worked mostly miserable jobs, sometimes working 70+ hours a week and still struggling to get by / transition. I've even worked as a chimney sweep. Risking my life for $15 an hour. This is where it sounds fake. I used to work as a chimney sweep. Like this is Oliver Twist or something. For $15 an hour. Just trying to save up the shillings so I could get the transition surgery. Just a simple chimney sweep saving up the money for the transition surgery. $15 an hour. So I mean it when I say I will literally do anything you guys ask of me. Uh-oh. Chris took that way too seriously. Let me read that again. I mean it when I say I will literally do anything you guys ask of me. I wonder if this will come up in the court case. Chris could use this in defense. She said anything. All right. I'm not sure where you guys are based out of nowadays, but I would drive there tonight for a job if asked. Jesus. Tonight. House calls. My number is boop, 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 boop if you want to reach out to me, and I have a resume available if you'd like me to send one over. Oh my God. All right. Selling oneself. I will definitely keep you. Okay, Chris said, I will definitely keep you in mind. We do videos where we need people to complete. So if you don't mind sitting in a circle or something, I'm sure we could figure out something. LMAO. Uh-oh. Okay, we're blowing this up for you guys so you can see how crazy this is. This is insane. I think that wasn't real. Dude. All right. Fucking, you're getting kicked off. You're banned for saying I don't think that was real. Do you think the kitty dog thing was real? All right. I need to stop making. All right. That was a joke. The thing about MrBEAST kitty dog being kicked out is a joke. I know. We know MrBEAST Burger did not have a kitty dog named after Chris Tyson. Please don't ban me on Twitch. All right. Now I can be a normal distance from the screen again. All right, so we got that message down, offering to sell oneself for fame and money and doing whatever you want. I'll even drive there tonight. I'll do whatever. I'll sit in a circle. I'll put my face in a circle. We can see where this is going. Anyway, we're back on the beats. All right. Now, She was the most famous person to ever show me that type of attention, and she immediately started love bombing me and making me feel like the most important person in her life. Within the first few weeks of us talking, she told me that she told her therapist about the positive impact I was making on her life and that she had told her friends about me. She very quickly moved on our conversations to Snapchat. Boom! Red flag. Also, that's hilarious. Being so excited about, oh, they told their therapist about me. Maybe it's like, yeah, I don't know what to do, Mr. Therapist. I just keep messaging these random people online and leading them on. Dude, you know what it is. I guess maybe it could be a positive impact, but this sounds psychotic. It actually sounds made up. So everything I'm telling you right now is alleged. This might be fake. I don't know. I saw a lot of stuff about it yesterday, though, so I'm going to assume it's real for now. About the positive impact it's making on our life. She told me her friends about me. All right, we got another message I got to zoom in on. All right. God, it's so small. How do I zoom in on this? Save a copy image. Create search image with Google. Open image in a new tab. Let's try that. Okay. Zoom in. There we go. All right, we opened in a new tab. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, also just gonna throw this. Okay, that was that part. Send it on over. I'm pretty familiar with your guys' content. Haha. I definitely don't mind sitting in a circle, but surely you guys must be doing crazier stuff than that nowadays. Either way, thanks so much for keeping me in mind, and always feel free to reach out. Also, you get a lot of your hairline back on HRT. They don't tell you that when you get on it. Oh shit, is this a diss on Chris? Was she like, hey, you can fix that hairline if you get on HRT? What the hell? All right, so that's a blocked out picture of their hairline, I guess. This is kind of wild. IDK how the channel is ever going to top the Squid Games video. That was nuts. And yeah, you can add me on Snap. I'm on Snap. Oh my gosh, this is getting saucy. So we can already see this is going a certain direction, shall we say. Intense. These are the things we find interesting. All right. While I was under the impression that she was working on getting me in a video, we started having video chats on Discord. Oh, God. Ava asked me to... Okay, here we go. Ava asked me to masturbate with her on video call multiple times, and I always felt like I had to say yes if I wanted to be in a video or get a job. Jesus Christ. All right, let's try to read this again, because I'm trying to understand, did they demand this? While I was under the impression that she was working on getting me in a video, we started having video chats on Discord. So, okay, sounds like a friendship. Here's where it gets crazy. Ava asked me to masturbate with her on video calls multiple times, and I always felt like I had to say yes if I wanted to be in a video or get a job. All right, this is where it gets a little foggy. I felt like I had to do this stuff to get in the video, because they said they're trying to get me into a video, but then were calling me and stuff and wanting me to do this. So it kind of seems like, hey, a quid quo pro. God damn it. Trump and Russia and Joe Biden and his son all over again. God damn it. All right. Do I need to explain what a quid quo pro is? Quid pro quo is? I don't think I do. We're going to continue on here. Giving something for something else, but it wasn't explicitly stated, hey, you got to be on these video calls. I don't know how the context of this situation went down. So there's definitely a power imbalance, shall we say, going on here. On one occasion, she asked me to join a video call and asked me to masturbate even though she knew I wasn't feeling well, which led me to joining her and then puking after a few minutes. Anyway, I'm going to run that one more time. On one occasion, she asked me to join a video call and asked me to masturbate even though she knew I wasn't feeling well, which led me to joining her and then puking after a few minutes. That is nuts. That's crazy. This is where I thought, all right, this is made up. But also, why did they even add this information? This is just crazy. Our conversations always leaned in the direction of affectionate and sexual, and she sent me a lot of sexually explicit Snapchats, messages, photos, and videos. Our relationship was very confusing to me, and I didn't fully realize I was being coerced at the time. Or did you realize and you're just like, well, if this doesn't work out for me later, I'll have all of this evidence. I don't know. She eventually flew me out to her home. Oh, God, you got flown out. Now you know your thought. Obviously, you're probably a side chick. She eventually flew me out to her home in Greenville with a one-way ticket while I was still under the impression that she would be getting me in a video with MrBEAST. I wonder how she was under that impression. and all that. But anyway, the first night at her house, she told me to set up in her bedroom as I would be sleeping in there with her. Oh, jeez. I thought this was potentially the beginning of a relationship. Kind of sounds like it, you know. Up until then, you can kind of be like, well, maybe this famous person likes me and is going to marry me one day. And that's the last time you have a positive thought like that. As the days continue, we will see what happens. Okay. When we went to bed together that night, we ended up cuddling and kissing, which led to her taking her clothes off and asking for, oh my God, for oral B sex. No. Okay. Led her to take her clothes off and asking for oral sex from me. I went down on her expecting to engage in sex that would be reciprocated. But when I was done, she made it clear. Okay. She made it clear that she did not want to return any sexual favors to me. I was hoping that would not be the case the next time we hooked up, and I believed we would be moving to something more mutual. Oh God, this is literally a side chick behavior. This is well, besides bringing you to your house and having you stay in the room, this could be confusing. I could see how if you're not sending him home at the end of the night and it's only a one-way ticket to see you, you're probably making him think that this is like a Suki for a job at MrBEAST. Does this person think this is how everybody gets a job at MrBEAST thing? Does she think that everybody in those videos had to go suck Jimmy's pee-pee or one of his friends? Like, why would you think this is normal? This is why this type of relationship, like, you should know off the bat. This is like, even if it works out for you positively and you know what you're getting into, that's cheating. You can't cheat your way into the video. That's not random. MrBEAST said he picked random people. Did he randomly pick people that sucked his dick and then he put them in the video? All right, we'll figure out more as time goes on. Over the course of the next few weeks, Ava engaged me sexually and ended up receiving oral pleasure several times, but she never reciprocated any sexual favor in return when I was done. I was too scared to directly ask for anything in return, and she took advantage of that. Oh my gosh. Well, it seems a little pushy. I guess you do seem like somebody who's maybe, vulnerable. Okay, the day she first posted publicly that she was on HRT was also the first week I was there. Oh, so maybe you gave him like the confidence. After making her post, Jimmy called her later that night while Ava was... Okay, here we go again. After making her post, Jimmy called her later that night while Ava was receiving oral sex from me. God. She answered the phone and had that conversation with Jimmy while I continued to... Oh my God. Perform oral on her. I was again now given access to very private information, which made me feel special. Something that happened consistently throughout our relationship. Hold up. Wait. Okay, one sec.
Hold up.
I need to remember to use the sounds for this. This is crazy. Okay, so while you're blowing, who is still Chris, literally... Whoa, you were blowing him while she was turning into her. Because this is when they first made their post about being on HRT. And everybody still thought it was Chris. So you started the blowjob sucking off Chris Tyson. He puts it on the internet and Jimmy calls him and he's explaining that he's transitioning all during this blowjob. So you literally, holy shit, were sucking someone off while they're like in the middle of the transformation. They were in the cocoon changing. And wow, that's amazing. I couldn't imagine being on the phone with MrBEAST. MrBEAST is on the other end of the phone and be like, guys, we're on a challenge with my friend. He's getting his dick sucked right now. But shh, the person sucking the dick doesn't know. We're going to surprise him with 1,000 of their closest friends outside the walls. The walls of the room is going to fall down and all of their friends are going to see him sucking my friend's dick. This is crazy. This is where I thought the whole thing was fake. It might be fake, but damn, it has millions of... Yeah, somebody would have posted already if all this was fake. There must be some nuggets of truth in this. Like, at least the explanation of, like, where they were at and kind of what happened is probably true. This is nuts. Okay, something happened consistently throughout the relationship. This person would give Ava Chris Tyson's blowjobs while being on the phone to Jimmy, MrBEAST, explaining stuff so they felt special. I would feel special, too. That's crazy. After almost a week, I was starting to feel really used and confused about everything. Yeah, especially if you haven't been in a video yet. While I was there, I found out through conversation between Ava, myself, and her friend that she did not have the ability to cast anyone. Oh my God. All right, I got to read this one again, sorry. After almost a week, I was starting to feel really used and confused about everything. While I was there, I found out through conversation between Ava, myself, and her friend that she did not have the ability to cast anyone in a MrBEAST video. Jesus Christ. That would be rough to hear. Like, could you imagine coming out of the room after just giving sloppy toppy to Ava? There's still crusties on your mouth, and right when you walk out of the room, Chris is like, oh yeah, what about that video? And Chris's friend's like, yeah, too bad you don't have the ability to cast any one of these videos. That'd make it a lot easier. And you're over there, cum dripping down the mouth, like, You're over there like.
It was at this moment that he knew.
She knew. She fucked up. All right. So that's crazy. Okay. Can't put anyone in MrBEAST video. So the whole reason you came here, this person can't help you. You were sucking their dick. False pretenses. Illegal. I eventually asked Ava to buy me a ticket home and flew me home. Okay, buy me a ticket home and flew me. Oh, they didn't even gender him. Okay, I thought they misgender him. They didn't even. Ticket home and flew home the next day. Okay, duh. I'm the way my mind works. All right. Leaving Ava's house was incredibly difficult to process emotionally after that week. I remember trying to hold myself together while traveling so that I wouldn't break down in public. I know I wouldn't want to break down in public. Oh, cheap viewers on. Oh my God, somebody chatted about getting cheap viewers. I'm not getting fake viewers to listen to me talk about Chris Tyson allegations. Ava Chris Tyson, sorry. Okay, flew home the next day. Leaving Ava's house was incredibly difficult to process emotionally after that week. I remember trying to hold myself together while traveling so that I wouldn't break down in public. When I got home, I spent the rest of the night crying uncontrollably without fully understanding what happened to me. Ava and I remained in contact, but she did not show me the same level of attention and affection as she did before I spent a week with her. Oh my God, this is sad. Well, this is just pathetic, but sad and pathetic. Chat. Just chatting. I'm changing the description to just chatting. I probably should have at the beginning because people coming to watch World of Warcraft probably don't want to hear me talk about this, but it's okay. Okay. Home. To my car traveling so I wouldn't break down in public. Okay. When I got home, I spent the rest of the night crying uncontrollably without fully understanding what happened to me. Ava and I remained in contact, but she did not show the same level of attention and affection as she did before I spent the week with her. Interesting. This was the first time we went through a cycle of her love bombing me, to using me, to falling for someone else, to treating me like an annoying jealous ex, and then coming back when things didn't work out. Sounds like, yeah, normal ex toxic relationship stuff. Shortly after that first week, she went on a work trip to Japan and invited someone else, but things did not turn out the way she expected. She was upset and flew back early from her trip, and she also offered me a job as her assistant and offered me to move in with her. Okay, this is where, yeah. Okay, if this is all true, this is getting a little crazy. Having you go home and then come back again after trying out someone different is wild and terrible. I quit my job that month and moved in with her on June 16th and began working that day. I was supposed to start with a 2-week trial. Yeah, okay, Ava Tyson. Dude, yeah, he should be. Word, I'm just going to message him when I'm boarding my flight. Thanks again for everything. I really, really appreciate you. I really appreciate you too and look forward to working together with you. Okay. During this trial period and my employment, Ava continued to receive oral sex from me multiple times, and I started to feel like I was being coerced. Because I started feeling that way, I decided to try and avoid any physical engagement between Ava and I that could lead to more. Jesus. One-sided sexual acts. I took a short trip to my home state at the end of July and returned on July 28th. When I got back, I continued to do my best to avoid anything physically sexual between Ava and I. On July 29th, we were watching TV together, alone in her living room. With no warning, prior physical engagement, or sexual conversation, she took off her pants and started touching herself in front of me. Jeez. Hey, thanks. Hey, Luckies! We're doing some breakdown of Ava Chris Tyson talking to this Moonskin person. Is crazy. We're figuring, see, what I'm doing here is I want to figure out how I can get into MrBEAST video. So I'm figuring out how this person didn't get into a MrBEAST video. We are a YouTube video drama person now. And because it's really crazy. But this story is crazy. You should read it on Twitter. It seems fake at first, but then after I'm like, Jesus. No, we're playing World of Warcraft with a little spiciness added on top. Alright, but this is explicit. Actually, I should probably change the thing to, oh shit, that's gonna show everything I'm doing. I'll do that later. Fuck it. because this story is insane. Anyway, okay, avoid anything physical between her and I. That's good. Watching TV, started doing it in front of him. This is insane. I had just moved in with Ava and left my job to come work as her assistant. In no way, shape, or form did I feel like I could say no without somehow risking my job or being asked to leave. She used that against me in order to receive non-consensual oral sex. Jesus. I mean, this story isn't very cool. It's insane. If this story is messed up or totally wrong, please, MrBEAST, don't sue me. There's a million other people talking about this. Literally, we got 1 million engagement right here. Millions of people. But this story is insane and very confusing. So pretty much we got 2 transitioned women. One is sucking the other's dick. It's awesome. Too bad this happened. No! Yeah, it's too bad it did happen. Yeah, no, I think this is true. The part we're in right now sounded so fake because, well, it sounded fake for a lot of reasons, but I think it's true. Non-consensual oral sex, disgusting. This was the moment that truly broke me for the first time. Nothing was enjoyable. It felt like it would never end and my entire body just hurt from performing the act. I can see how this could be. And also, this is a connection to the most famous person you know. Like, you probably have the feeling you're like, oh my God, after all I've been through in transitioning, I finally made it into being hired by MrBEAST. But really, you're hired by MrBEAST's friends, who you find out later isn't even allowed to cast people in the videos. So what are you doing sucking dick for? What are you doing? This is crazy. It took me a few days to fully accept what had happened. Unfortunately, I was dealing with all of these emotions while on a work trip, traveling the country and spending most of my time with people I had just met. That would be crazy. This is not the way to get into MrBEAST videos. When you see MrBEAST videos, all those 100 people sitting in a circle did not all suck one of MrBEAST's friends' dicks. We think it might be worse than we think. Okay, the trip itself was very isolating as an employee, and there were several times where I broke down crying. I was on a 3-hour car trip to the airport with 3 people I had just met, and I spent the entire drive crying, but trying to be as quiet as possible so that I didn't bother anyone. This is actually sad. I then had to wait and board for an overnight flight from Boston to Los Angeles. When I boarded the plane, I decided to send Ava a message on Telegram sharing my concern with her. I tried to do so carefully and navigate the conversation in a way that would stop me from being sexually assaulted again, but allow me to keep my job. Here's where people are, I don't know. I don't know what you define as sexual assault. I guess at this point, yeah, it's your boss. It's literally, yeah, it's your boss. This ain't right. This is messed up. I would call it like coercion, I guess. When I think of assault, I think of somebody attacking somebody without warning. But a bunch of people have this idea in their head if they get into a sexual relationship with a famous person, that'll give them a job for life. But usually, your best bet is just cancel them later if it doesn't work out. But which is totally fine. I don't think this person's bad for doing this. All right, now we got a bunch of people replying. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's the rest of the fucking... Okay, we're back to it. All right, Moonskin out. Oh, wait, this person's we do not care. You. Oh, my God. I need to not have this. Fucking Jesus Christ. The people's replies are fucked. Stop. All right, we're definitely not ever putting Twitter on the screen again during... Oh, my God, guys. Yeah, we can't put Twitter on the screen anymore. I just got to read it. Where's the rest of the story? No, it can't end here. No, we were just getting to the bad part. The good bad part. The part we don't like but is interesting. Fuck. No, motherfucker. Why am I on all replies? Somebody said not reading all that. I am, motherfucker. No. Please. I actually got to be careful because can't people put porn on Twitch? Scrolling Twitch on a live is, I heard, is suicide. Here I am. Thread reader, thank God. Oh, yes. Okay, yes, we have a thread reader website. Holy crap. Thank you. Threadreaderapp.com. Okay, I definitely need that. This. Can I get a Whopper with cheese? Okay, let's see where we were off at. Oh, damn, it's already almost 4:30, dude. That's sad. I was getting into the story. I need a Whopper with no cheese. Oh, F off. Okay, I took a trip home at the end of July. We're almost back to where we were. Tyson. Oh, did the other story miss? No. Just moved to Ava and left my job, become resistant. No way support I feel like I could stay without somehow risking my job or being taken advantage. She used that against me. Okay. It took me a few more days to fully accept what had happened. Trip. Waited board overnight flight. I tried to do so carefully navigate the conversation. All right. That would stop me from being sexually assaulted again, but allow me to keep my job. No, you don't want to keep your job with this person. You need to get this person out. You're probably not the only person this has happened to or happening to. And I think you even talk about that later. Ava was very manipulative in her response and follow-up conversation we had in person once we had got to our hotels. Let's see. All right. Can we talk when we get to Cali? I've been put in a lot of uncomfortable situations. I haven't really felt comfortable bringing it up. I know you've hooked up in the past before I started working for you, but now I feel pressured and it just makes me really uncomfortable. The last few times it happened left me feeling empty and used. I know that wasn't your intention, but it hurts to feel like I'm an object around the house that can just be used. All the misgendering, dead naming, and isolating I've experienced in this trip is kind of pushing me to a breaking point. I have been quietly staring at a corner and bawling my ass out since we left the last house and just need something to change just so I don't feel like this anymore. Okay. All right. And wait, Jess? They just sent out the LA hotel info and my dead name is in parentheses next to mine, but yours isn't. So I don't get why mine is. Oh, that was Jess saying all that. Oh, okay. That's them just replying again. They just sent out LA hotel info and my dead name is in parentheses next to mine, but yours isn't. So I don't get why mine is. Oh, okay. So this is I guess that's the reason to be upset. Probably because Ava is the more famous person and they knew that they were transgendering and didn't know that if you were, and if it was like a maiden name marriage situation, probably. I don't know. They probably weren't doing it on purpose. I don't know why they would not do it to Ava, but they would do it to you if they're trying to make a point. But anyway, you can feel however you want about anything. Wait, if you're talking about the other day, and to be clear, this has been my feeling since we've started a professional relationship along with our friendship. I don't want to do anything sexual with each other. That's a dynamic that can be misconstrued and is unethical for me. I have a thing where I don't respect my body. Like today, the person told me he wanted to use my body and I didn't want to at the time, but I didn't want him to be upset or mad with me, so I let him. This is Ava saying this. But weren't you having... Now you're saying this has happened to you? Oh my gosh, this is manipulative. That's what happened the other day. I guess I should have asked you to stop, but it just kind of happened, so I just let it. You just let it happen? Oh, you just kind of started to suck my dick. Also, about the dead naming, I have no clue why it's happening, but I would love to talk to Blank with you about how to make it not happen again. I think you should also talk to Blank so he can reassure you that A, this is a hectic shoot and they don't really know what they're doing with the PAs and they drop the ball constantly, and B, it is happening to Blank a lot too. I'm sorry. If this isn't working for you, though, I completely understand and we can rethink things so I can work with you to make sure you're happy. You are an important person to me. I want to be your friend, and if the work relationship causes stress to that, I'd rather just focus on our friendship. Well, see, this is a manipulative way of doing this, and somebody pointed this out. Luckily, I think everybody knows. But the way they're wording this, they're like, oh, you don't like to suck my dick and stuff, and this is too stressful because you're working and having to suck my dick? Well, how about... you don't have to work for me anymore. We could just be friends. That's a crazy way to put it. You should be like, well, you don't have to suck my dick anymore, man. Everybody needs a job. It's like, no, you can just get rid of your job. We could just get rid of this job that I gave to you and you can go find something else to do and go away. See, this is crazy. I love to talk in person, says Ava Tyson, because they realize that last bit they put, they're like, oh my God, this already looks bad. And it looks bad. I'd love to talk in person. Luckily, this person has all these receipts. Okay, ready? This is what Jess, I guess Jess is Moonskin. So Jess is the person that was making these allegations. Transgender, male to female. Both of them are. I definitely still want to work for you, and your friendship is really important to me too. So I don't want to lose that either. My emotions definitely just added up, and it hit me like a brick on the car ride. Oh my goodness, they're realizing that Ava is saying, oh, you want me to take your job away? And they're totally being like... just going easy on him, like, no, I want to keep my job, car ride here. And I just felt so embarrassed that I couldn't stop crying over it. Also, I don't mind it being hectic ever. It's the dead naming and misgendering that makes me feel like there's just little respect for me as a human. In terms of being openly sexual with my friends/colleagues, that's something I'm always... Let me read this. In terms of being openly sexual with my friends/colleagues, that's something I'm always down for. But the way our relationship has developed between each other sexually is incredibly one-sided, and it just makes me feel used and uncomfortable. That's not your fault, though. It's just the way things develop between us, and I let that happen. I would really like to talk about this in person. Sorry I sent you the long message, and I love you. I love you, too. IDK fall asleep tonight, so come down when you're here. Oh, my gosh. This sounds like... Oh, my gosh. Come down. Okay, I don't know. It sounds like they're trying to get some sloppy toppy that night, too. Probably did. Anyway, yeah, this is really sad that this Jess person is now sounding like they're like, no, please don't lose my job. This is my one chance at like the most famous person I'll ever meet and having a job with them. So this is fucked. We agreed to not have sex anymore if that's how I felt about what happened. But then also the Jess person saying, I'm down to have sex with my coworkers and friends. It's like, well, then shit like this happens. This is why, I guess, whatever, polyamorous or whatever is what you want to do. Stuff like this is probably gonna happen. We agreed to not have sex anymore if that's how I felt about what happened. For several months, we did not engage in explicitly sexual acts, but we did continue to engage in physically sexual acts such as cuddling, groping, hand-holding, and sleeping in the same bed. Interesting. Sexual conversation and text. Okay, they're all blurred out though. Oh gosh. Hot. God, so hot, so fucking worthy. Mommy even. Oh God. Okay, so I needed that confidence, Jesus. Oh my. Anyway, for the next year, Ava towed the line with me between what was and what wasn't an appropriate relationship with our power dynamic. These led to me having mixed feelings and receiving mixed signals from Ava on how she viewed me. She was able to manipulate me very easily with the power she had over me, which led to the cycle of her love bombing me, using me, falling for someone else, treating me like I'm an annoying jealous ex, and then coming back when things didn't work out with the multiple people. We did eventually hook up one more time during a week in December in which I was super emotional because my cat of 12 years that I brought with me to North Carolina was dying of cancer. Aw, this is even sadder. Man, so the cat is not doing good. I was spending a lot of time with my cat that week and monitoring her breathing rate, and she seemed okay and then passed away in her sleep before I expected it. I found her curled up in a corner showing no signs of life. I realized what had happened and I sat down, picked her up in my arms, and started crying uncontrollably. It was very late, around 1 a.m., and Ava heard me, so she came to check on me and realized what had happened. I was hysterical and couldn't really speak clearly or gather my thoughts properly. She stayed up with me for about an hour, at which point I told her that I was going to take my cat to the vet in the morning so that they could prepare her body for cremation. After an hour, Ava told me that she didn't know if I wanted her to stay or not, so she was going to go downstairs and go to sleep. I stayed alone with my cat until 7 a.m. and then took her to the vet by myself while I was still crying uncontrollably. What does this have to do with? Sounds like Ava was being mean for sure. This led to a lot of fights between Ava and I in that week, which she continued to gaslight and manipulate me into thinking I was the problem and it was my fault that I was feeling used. Whenever I became emotional or had an issue with how Ava was treating me, it was always turned around on me, and I was made to believe that if I didn't stop acting that way or prove that I was okay with everything, that I should move out and not be her assistant anymore. Oh, Jesus. This cycle kept happening until Easter 2024, when Ava traveled with me to spend Easter with my family. We then spent a week together in Boston in a hotel while I showed her around the city. At this point, we were very close emotionally, and I told Ava how I was feeling about us and that I wanted to have a conversation about us. I told her that it already felt like we were in a relationship, and she agreed. I told her that the feeling I had for her were like that of a partner, and she said she felt the same way about me. She told me that traveling with me for Easter did something for her, and I believed we had something special moving forward. A few days after Easter, she had planned to travel to LA to visit a friend that she was talking to and interested in sexually. I told her that wasn't a problem for me and that what I wanted for us was an open relationship anyway. She wasn't ready to officially call us partners at this point, but assured me that this person wasn't looking for anything serious and she didn't even know if they were going to hook up. She ended up hooking up with this person on the first night and was calling them her boyfriend by the end of the week, and they were officially in a relationship. I had a huge problem with the way all of this played out, and I wanted some clarification from Ava on what she and I were. This led to a lot of fights, which led to me moving out in the beginning of June because of how bad my mental health was with everything going on between us. Wow. What a time to be alive. All right, now we got a couple more of these pictures. I can't zoom in. Got off the phone with your boyfriend. Or this is all Jess or Moonski saying this. Get off the phone with your boyfriend. You're coming over next week, right? I remember when I used to be important to you. You're not unimportant to me. I wish you wouldn't say things like that to me. It makes me feel insecure. Moonski. I'm not trying to make you insecure, but sometimes I get insecure and feel that way myself. Moonski again. You become more distant and I get treated differently every time you fall for someone new, and that's really hard for me to deal with based on the nature of our relationship and considering I gave up everything to move down with you and be your BF/assistant. All right. See, that's crazy. What you just said there. Move down there and be your BF/assistant. Oh, best friend/assistant, because they're both women, so it'd be girlfriend/assistant. So it's just best friend. Well, anyway, don't mix friendship and business. It's a lot to deal with emotionally, but I also get insecure that you'll become so enamored with your new partner that you'll start looking for ways to get rid of me so that you can spend all your time with them. Oh my gosh. Ava, Chris Tyson said, I think you're insecure about this because of the blank thing, because I texted and called as much as I can. I played Elden Ring yesterday and spent the day with Chief and then did therapy. Chief is their dog, I believe. So I didn't look at my phone that much. Played Elden Ring. I feel you. You know what? Maybe Ava has a point. They were busy playing Elden Ring. I didn't even start talking to him until after my therapy appointment. Parentheses, he was asleep. It's super frustrating how every time I try to be happy, I have to be careful not to be too happy or you will start saying stuff like this. It almost feels like you're the one pushing me away because of your own feelings. Because I've not changed how I treat you at all. IDK how to handle this situation. I legit now have anxiety that I didn't text whichever app you message me on. You'll get mad at me. The anxiety I feel about this situation reminds me of whenever blank would get mad at me while I was at work and say I was choosing to work over her. Oh, that must be Chris's ex-wife. I'm not choosing anything over you. You're my friend and I just wish you could be happy for me after everything I've done for you. Not even just the monetary stuff. Oh my gosh, bringing up like, I've given money and shit for you and done all this shit for you. I've held you while you cried, went with you to meet your family. Like I didn't do that for any reason other than it meant a lot to you, IDK. To be honest, if you would have acted like nothing changed, I would have loved for you to be around, but I genuinely don't think it's a good idea for you to be around blank. Now, IDK, where to go from here, because I understand you may feel this way, but I've gone out of my way to try and make you feel included, so I'm genuinely at a loss for what to do. I'm not... Okay, now Moonski replies. It's not that you're too happy or that I'm not happy for you. It's about not replying to my messages you don't see. Messages you don't see. I don't want to push you away, but I did want to make sure that you understand my feelings and what I'm going through emotionally because it hasn't been easy for me. I've had to pull my... Okay. Looks like that's the end of that one. Now this one. Boop, boop, boop. It's not about replying to messages. I don't want to push you away, but I did want to make sure that you understood my feelings and what I'm going through emotionally because it hasn't been easy for me and I have been so full of anxiety. Part of this is the blank thing and having some trauma from that, but I think it's more... I have such strong feelings for you, which creates needs. Usually those needs are met and they go beyond just being included. It hurts to feel like something I'm consistently given and then taken away, and it's painful. Oh my gosh, this is so much text. God damn. This is such a long story. What is the point of this? God damn. It made me so happy that you were able to get there, be there for me in times when I cried and came to visit my family, but I thought you did those things because you wanted me... And that's just what friends do. I really thought you were something more than friends, and I'm trying to find a way to deal with that. I love you so much. I didn't want you to think that you can't bring me around people like blank now because I honestly like him, but I'm just scared of losing whatever it is we have. It's already gone. I don't really know what to do or where to go from here either. I just know I care about you a whole lot. I know the way I'm acting is me taking a huge risk. But I couldn't just let my feelings fester while I'm here and recover. Jesus. All right. Game time. That was too much talking for me. Game time. To Kinza, we're almost to the good part, but it's already 4:38. I gotta start getting ready for work. God damn, there's so much reading. Probably should have condensed that down to just the important stuff. I need to start planning my streams. But the ending gets crazy because Chris Tyson or whatever pretty much is like, you know, the Jess, the Moonskins person's like, I'm gonna go home and think about stuff for a while. Is that okay if I miss some work? And they're like, yeah. Chris Tyson's like, yeah, do whatever you got to. And then they go home and then they text him and they're like, so what should we do, you know, about work and everything? And Chris Tyson is literally, Ava Chris Tyson is literally like, oh, I thought I took you going home as you resigning. And then the person was like, oh, God, no. Like, I need a job or at least a plan first. Am I fired? And Ava Chris Tyson won't say they're fired, but they're like, but you're pretty much resigning, right? Obviously afraid that there's going to be what's happening now that's going to happen because they know they did some fucked up shit. Some fuck shit, as we like to say. Chris Tyson went from, I'm not misgendering, went from, used to be a fuck boy, now a fuck girl. Literally. But anyway, that was a lot of text and talking. But I got to get ready for work. Maybe I should do those long texting and reading ones more planned out and when I have like 2 hours so I can actually do it. But I'll probably post it to YouTube anyway with a crazy title because I know people are hungry for stuff about this. So maybe I'll get some views off that. Views. I'll make it a part 1. This is part 1. Well, one thing I realize is that I cannot explain a story and play a video game at the same time. I do not know how Papa Gut does that. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mommy, I got the drug. If you're into taking stuff. Anybody want to listen to a song after that? That was kind of like, geez, drama's tiring.
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mommy, I got the X if you're into taking stuff. I'm into having fun, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting close. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mommy, I got the X if you into taking stuff. I'm into having fun, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting close. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dubs. When I roll 20 deep, it's 29s in the club. People heard I work the trade, now they wanna show me love. When you sell like Eminem, then everyone wants to hang. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed, folks, down G's up. I see exhibit in the cut, amen, roll that up. If you watch
Good little song to end the dramatic explanation of the crazy story.
Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. I'm alright. In the hood in LA, they say in 50 you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But in New York, they'll tell you I'm crazy. And the plan is to put the rap game in a chokehold. I'm fully focused, man, my money on my mind. I got a meal out the deal and I'm still on the grind. Now shorty said she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girlfriend with her, they're ready to go. Okay. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X if you into taking stuff. I'm into having fun, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting close. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X if you into taking stuff. I'm into having fun, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting close. My flow, my show brought me the dough that bought me all my fancy things.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell.
My cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, man, I done came up in my chain. What, yeah. And you should love it way more than you hate. Man, you mad, I thought that you'd be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar, toasting to the good life. You that guy trying to pull me back, right? Why? When my joint gets too poppin' in the club, it's on. I wink my eye at at your girl, if she smiles, she gone. If the roof on fire, let it burn. If you're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me. Go ahead, switch the style of it. People hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up. Or we
Components
can go
gathered.
upside your head with a bottle of ball. They know where we be. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Look, mommy, I got the X if you into taking stuff. I'm into having fun, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting close. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Look, mommy, I got the X if you.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me.
And I walk alone.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's the only one who walks beside me. My shadow, it's the only thing that's fading. Sometimes I wish someone would come and find me.
What the hell?
Till then, I walk
Is a glitch happening? Why is my dude flying through the mountains?
I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge, and where I walk alone, read between the lines of what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs to know that I'm alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow, the only one who walks beside me. My shadow is the only thing that's fading. Sometimes I wish someone would come and find me. Till then,
Bro, what the fuck?
I walk alone.
How did I get here? What the fuck?
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk alone.
Nah.
I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's the only one who walks beside me. My shadow, it's the only thing that's fading. Sometimes I wish someone would come and find me. Till then, I walk alone.
Yeah. Chow. Garden supplies. Fuck.
I'm in a drive-through a Burger King. Can I please get a Whopper Jr. with onion rings? Make it a meal so I can get a drink. No, I'm not finished, that's
But
not
everything.
Can I please get a double Whopper with no cheese? Can I please get a number 2 with a large drink? I got money so I don't care how much it costs me. So just throw in some extra fries, don't make them salty. All the cheese gonna make my booty drip drip. I'm lactose intolerant, I don't sip milk. If I see a side of cheese, I'ma trip drip. I'ma sit on your toilet seat and doodle then dip. So you got my little Whopper Jr. I didn't forget that. And you got my double Whopper. I didn't forget that. What about my onion ring? Hold on, you can sit back. Burger King, they know me now. Cheese, I don't want
Working
that.
as
And I'm
intended.
getting hungry now. I know know you heard that. Waiting for my onion ring so I don't have to turn back. Burger King don't play with me.
Working as intended, certainly.
Why I even serve that? Better stop playing and just give me all of my food. Either I pay right now or leave the drive through.
Speaking of working, I gotta go work.
There's cheese in my mouth. I'm gonna do. I'm in a drive through a Burger King. Man, they just gave me a Whopper Jr. with hella cheese. Maybe the milk, so yes, I got my drink. But why they gon' put cheese on everything? They put cheese on my double Whopper with no cheese. I'll be taking a number 2 in the morning. Hold on, can I please be excused for a moment? The cheese already in my body, booty farting. I fought it.
Wait, did you just fart in my drive-thru?
What is this thing?
Yo, you can't be
Dude,
serious.
what am I doing here?
It's just cheese.
Scale sworn
It's
guardian.
just cheese.
I got a double Whopper with no cheese. You know I got a double Whopper with no cheese. Damn, I actually do gotta go to work now. Ooh, we like that little beat. That's a little bit there. That's a nice little beat. Dope. All right, I gotta go work. Well, thanks for our trial period of seeing. Wait. Okay, good. I get rested experience here. All right, thanks for our trial period of seeing how it works, explaining a story of some Chris Tyson Twitter allegations. That was interesting. We figured out a good way to scroll on the screen where I can show it on the screen, but we, you know, how fun. We went like halfway through the allegations. Very great, very great. We didn't get to see the climax of it. I gotta go to work. Sucks. But yeah, I'll probably do another finish the allegation thing later and then cut those 2 videos into one video to put on YouTube. And that'll be the plan. That'll give us some good practice on video editing too. All right. Well, until next time, goodbye everybody. My 147,000 viewers. Until next time, I gotta go to work. See you tomorrow.